Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the respiration system with me, Nurul Hafizah Hasanah. Respiration is the process of burning or oxidizing organic compounds in cell to obtain energy. Respiration aims to produce energy. The energy from respiration is needed for life activities such as regulating body temperature, movement, growth, and reproduction. In humans, the main respiratory organ is the lungs and is assisted by other respiratory organs. The path of breathing air to the cells of the body is nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and alveolus. First, nasal cavity. The nasal cavity is the airless place where breathing air enters. Respiratory air enters through the nostrils into the nasal cavity equipped with cilia and mucous membranes that are useful for filtering dust, attaching dirt to the nose hairs, regulating the temperature of the respiratory air, and investigating the presence of air odors. In the nasal cavity, the air will undergo filtering and warming. Filtering is intended for foreign objects that are not gaseous, such as dust. These objects are blocked by the hairs of the nasal cavity. The presence of the sense of smell allows the body to avoid gases that smell bad entering the respiratory tract. Warm is changing the air temperature to match the body temperature. When the incoming air temperature is lower than body temperature, capillary blood will release its energy to the nasal cavity, so that the temperature of the incoming air becomes warm. The presence of mucus causes dry air entering the nasal cavity to become moist. Second, pharynx. The pharynx is the branching cavity leading to the digestive tract. The esophagus, the respiratory tract, the trachea, and the passage to the nasal cavity. The larynx plays a role in voice formation and to protect the airway from food and fluid ingress. In the larynx, there is a voice membrane whose tension is regulated by muscle fibers so that it can regulate the height and low pitch of the required sound. The loudness of the voice is determined by the flow of air passing through the voice membrane. In the larynx, there are several organs, namely the epiglottis. Epiglottis is a cartilage valve to close the larynx when people swallow. If when eating we speak epiglottis open, food can enter the larynx and cook, which is a reflex movement to remove object or food that enters the respiratory tract. When breathing, the epiglottis opens, but when swallowing, the epiglottis closes the larynx. 4. Trachea. The trachea is located in the neck region, in front of the esophagus. The trachea is a pipe consisting of cartilage bands. The wall of the windpipe and the walls of the bronchi consist of 3 layers of cells. They consist of an epithelial layer, ciliated, and mucus, a cartilage layer with smooth muscle, and an outer layer consisting of connective tissue. 5. Bronchi. The bronchi are a pair of branches of the windpipe, one leading to the right lung and the other to the left lung. The walls of the bronchi are composed of a layer of connective tissue, a layer of smooth muscle and cartilage rings, and a layer of epithelial tissues. Bronchioles and alveolus. From the bronchi, air passes into even finer bronchus of the bronchi called bronchioles. The bronchioles and as fine bubbles called alveoli. The alveolus is surrounded by capillary blood vessels where oxygen and carbon dioxide diffusion occurs. Lungs. The lungs are located in the chest cavity, limited by the ribs and chest muscles. The lower part is limited by the strong diaphragm muscle. The lungs are a set of bronchioles, sulcus alveolaris and alveolus. The lungs and chest cavity are thinly webbed called the pleura. The pleura has a double structure which is a closed bag. The pleura that is directly attached to the lungs is called pleura fasciculars. Between the membrane and the lungs, there is lymph fluid which serves to protect the lungs from friction when expanding and deflating. Inflating and deflating the lungs is caused by changes in pressure in the chest cavity.